Okay. Today, you're on Tony's Arts and Crafts. And I'm Tony. Hi, hello. I'm gonna do some art journaling today. As you're popping in, say hi, say where you're from. Let me get signed in here. I'm gonna turn that volume all the way down. Okay, so this was a pop-up live stream. Haven't been feeling too good for the last few days, and so I just wanted to journal in my art journal. Make an art journal page. So pull up a seat, grab some crafts, grab a drink, craft along with me, do an art journal page along with me. Who knows? So, yeah. Because this is a pop-up, I'm not going to wait for anyone. I'm just going to jump in, and if anyone shows up, then they show up. That's the type of mood I'm in today. I'm going to grab a drink first. Okay, so this is the art journal that I've been working in this year. Right here. I've already gotten it a little dirty, but art journals tend to do that around here. So before I jump in and do a page, let's see what I've done in here so far. So this was the first page I did in this journal, and that was the 14th of January. Isn't that pretty? I think that one turned out pretty good. Okay. I had all kinds of fun with that one. So this was, I think I did this one on a live stream. This was a Zen Tangle. It's a two-page spread. I think that's what they are called. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. And then I think most of these are two-page spread. I might have done this one on a live stream too. And let me see, am I dating these? Okay, so this was in January too. January 18th, 2025. And then this one was February 4th. And then, let's see, did I put a date on this one? This one was using up the negative spaces. I cut out, I love to keep a lot of leaves on hand, and so I cut a bunch of leaves out, and then I'm left with all these negative scraps that I tend to throw away, and I was like, I looked in my garbage that day, and I was thinking, oh, this would be a cool art page. Then I got a fairy right here. This was February 17th. So I do try my hardest to remember to put dates in here. This one was done for Polly's challenge back in, that was February 2020, or February 22nd of this year, yeah. That's Polly's Pretty's Coloring and Crafting. She did a challenge at the beginning of this year. I love the little crowns I'd put on these girls. So adorable. There's one on this one too. Isn't that cute? And then I do a lot of like mixed media in here, so I'll have like paint, pencil, pen, marker, stamping, paper piecing, gems, glitter, like, oh, and I think this one was done for her challenge too. I did a lot of art pages. This one has mirrors on it though, and paper scraps. Yeah, a lot of mirrors on that one. Isn't that cool? There's some Wicca Stella on the flowers, and then this one might have been, I don't see a date on this one, but I think that was probably for Polly's channel as well. I tried using pastel chalk on the background. I think that's what it is. And then I use stamping, and then the cutouts and stuff. Some of that Inca gold. Oh, can you see the splatters? There's gold splatters on there too. Hello, Sam. I'm going to do an art journal page today, but before I get to that, I was just showing off what I've done in this journal so far. So, and then I think I did this one for Polly's challenge too. This one didn't turn out the way I liked it to, though. And I should have known, because these papers that I'm working on are kind of glued together, so then they create bubbles and pockets and stuff. And so when you try to stamp an image on there, it doesn't get stamped all the way. And that happened to quite a bit of them. And then I kept getting ink where I didn't want ink. So, but we learn from our mistakes. So that was that one. This one was really cool. I love doing like a night sky. There's gold splatter on there. There's sequins. There's Wicca Stella. There's a whole bunch of die cuts down here at the bottom, and then there's a cutout here, and then there's this side. I think that one turned out really pretty. I think that might be one of my favorite ones. This one is for Creepy13. Hashtag Creepy13. That was the date right here. Can you guys see that? Right there. But there is PD Pie Designs. She hosts the hashtag Creepy13, which you do like, you make something creepy every month on the 13th. And so I had this big image here. I used acrylic wash on the back, and then glitter like right in the middle of the spine there, and then scraps. My scraps are going to eat me alive in my art room. And then there's like glittered bats, and that one was fun to do. And then this was another Creepy13 page here. This was kind of, the thought process that I had for this one is, what's creepy? Walking into the forest, find a creepy house, and being invited to a witch's tea party, I guess. I don't know. But we've got black cats, but there's the date on that one. There we go. Worm journal. Hello, hello. Oh, I see Misty. Hi, Misty. I'm going to do an art journal page today. This is kind of a surprise pop-up live stream. and I was just showing off what I've done so far. This was the corn candy. I think this was, yeah, this was a Creepy 13 page as well. I don't know, can you see the date right there? It's kind of blending in. So there's a creepy lady. I haven't been feeling good today, so I just wanted to art journal, and then I was thinking, hey, why not just turn the camera on and let people craft along with me? Alright, so this is just a compositional notebook, as you can see, and I will glue several pages together so the pages aren't thin, and it will handle paint just fine. It's freezing. Uh-oh. All of the folks that I'm watching YouTube. Okay, so good. I was like, oh no. Okay. So, out of you that are watching, how many of you like to do some art journaling? And I realize that you're not going to be able to see the whole thing here, which I'm sorry. I could, let's see, I could lift you up more. Let's see. That didn't help very much. You can see more of this one a little bit better. So I'll just have to like move it back and forth and show you what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna lay some paint down on my background. Misty, you gonna do some art journaling with me? Okay, that is not gonna do what I want it to do. I want that to stay in there so I don't get paint on my other pages. There we go. So I'm gonna use a lavender. I'm gonna darken this lavender up though. Okay. If I yeah, open it apparently. I forget that I decided to leave these plugs in because this set of paints that I'm using today comes from I think it's a set of 24 that my friend got me, and it's kind of been deemed the community paints. And what I mean by that is my friend uses them, my daughter uses them, and so they go from house to house. And we decided to leave the plugs in so they don't like dry out at anybody's house. It keeps freezing for some reason. Try logging out and refreshing your device. Because I'm logged in on my phone here and I don't see it freezing. So it could just be an internet issue. Lynn and crafting. I cannot join right now because I'm on my phone. Okay. Well, you can always watch the replay later if you want to watch me and craft along. Yeah. But it's nice that you've joined me. I know that you're on your phone. I know most people watch stuff while they're on their phones, huh? Let's see if this one's unplugged. No, it's not. Oh, got a lot of sirens. The energy over here where I live right now. The last few days, it's been rainy and stormy, which I typically like rainy, stormy weather, but I've also haven't been feeling good either. I know I'm gonna need more than that. I don't know why I just put it there. And there's been a lot of sirens lately. Yeah, I think I probably have the stomach flu. I haven't felt like throwing up or anything, but I have spent a lot of time in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. And I've got stomach cramps, and I just low energy, don't feel like eating. So when I'm sick, I think my fibromyalgia is acting up right now too, because I've been lots of extra aches and pains, and it doesn't help that it's raining. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that gray in with the lavender, because I want a lavender color, but I want it to look like it's faded and dusty. And we're just gonna put it all over the place here. And of course I have a new sweater on, so I have to roll up my sleeves. Because, you know, I'll get it dirty. I will. Oh, Misty says she is back. Oh. I hope I feel better soon, too. I hate feeling sick. I really do. I mean, who doesn't, right? It's just that time of year I probably picked up something. And I just gotta, when I'm feeling like this, I gotta remind myself to keep up on my fluids. And eat very lightly, like hardly any flavor in your food type lately. And so today my diet will consist of plain rice, because when you're sick with a stomach flu, plain rice is really good to absorb negative stuff in your stomach and flush it out. So plain rice, lots of water, electrolytes. So that's what I'm doing today. And lots of sleep, which I've been getting okay sleep, but not as much as I would like. I've been getting probably a good 6 hours when I like 8 to 9. Because when I get a good 8 to 9 hours of sleep, then my fibromyalgia doesn't act up as much. And the only reason why I haven't been getting sleep is stormy weather makes my aches and pains more, especially in my neck. And when my neck doesn't feel good, I toss and turn a lot. Okay, so apparently I'm trying to get paint on my other things. Okay, so I want this bottom half a little darker, like there's a floor here. We're gonna make a scene. So there's this cut and collage book from Poor Toast called the Gothic Tea Party, which is one of my giveaways to my October challenge that I'm hosting currently. But I have one to give away and I have one to play with for myself. So, I wanted to play around with some of the images from it. Let me find it real quick. This one. So, I wanted to play with this one. The Gothic Tea Party. Poor Toast does a lot of good stuff. If you can find Poor Toast is a good guy over on Instagram. He is willing to talk to you and take suggestions of books that you haven't seen being made yet, which is awesome. So I put in many of my own suggestions, and then I put in a suggestion for one of my friends, Gwen the Trash Witch. She likes raccoons, so we got a raccoon book made for her. And oh, that's so cute one. Thank you. Missy, do you have any suggestions of books that I can put in for Poor Toast? We can put in like a Gypsy Witch one. I'm not sure if he has one like that yet. Or what about an all peacock type version one? I don't think he's done one like that yet. Yes, that's what I want. Which one? The gypsy or the peacock? I'm just trying to get a good coating of paint on here. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, that's right, I need my dark bottom over here. Alright, I think that's good. Now I just need to dry it. That means I have to get out the heat gun. Okay. So I can use my fabric with it. Do you want me to suggest the Gypsy Witch or the Peacock one? Or we can do both. We can do both. I can suggest both and see how long it takes him to get to them. Because I know it's hard to choose. Alright, here goes the heat gun. Okay, I think it's dry enough that I can start working on top of it now. Okay. Just gotta make sure it's not gonna stick to anything. Alright, so now I have some like a little ephemera pieces here that I cut out of some paper scraps. So I might want to use those in here somewhere. I have a Gothic window. We have some sisters that are having some tea. Some Gothic, they're Gothic sisters. They came out of that Gothic book, the Gothic Tea Party. I have this it kind of looks kind of steampunkish teapot here. I think I might end up cutting that white out though. So we might do some cutting there. And then I have this pretty bookshelf. This image came out of a older Gothic cut and collage book from Poor Toast. Let me see if I have that one out. Yeah. Okay, so this image came out of this one. So we're going to use that in there. And then I have some paper scraps here. And we're gonna glue these on like torn wallpaper, because these Gothic sisters, they live in a weird place. Let's see. Trying to figure out where to cut though, without getting paint everywhere. Okay. So. I could probably scoot this over just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to glue these down. Let's see, what glue do I want to use? Oh, I'm getting some hearts. Yes. Okay. I don't know why my camera are not going through to you. Huh. You might have to refresh again. I don't know. It's happened to me before on someone else's live when I try to comment on their live, and it seems like the only comments I could see is my own and no one else's. So usually I have to like sign out of that video and then refresh my screen and then sign back in, and then I can see everyone's comments. I was like, what? Oh, I saw someone new. Hi, hi, hi. I'm trying to relax today and do an art journal page. So that's what we're doing today. I painted my background pages already. Now I'm using some paper scraps, and I'm going to create a scene. And we're going to use some Gothic sisters. So I'm just gluing my paper down now. Thank you for popping in and checking my live stream out. I wasn't feeling too good today, so I really didn't want to do anything besides just... That seems to be a habit with me when I'm not feeling good or just don't want to work on anything else, but I'm obsessed with art and have to work on art every day of some sort, arts and crafts, right? So when I'm not feeling good, doing an art journal page tends to be my go-to to get that arts and craft fix out of my system, but I don't have to stress over getting another project done for a deadline or anything, because I don't feel like working on it because I'm sick, you know, like. So yeah, this is my art journal where I just relax, let my creativity flow, don't have to stress about it. And I know Misty has an art journal that she likes to play in. Does anyone else? Now, art journal, keeping an art journal of any kind is also really good for, I believe, for mental health. Because I've struggled with anxiety and depression all my life. And I tend to go into more of a depression during the darker seasons. that we're going into right now, which is weird because I love fall and Halloween and Christmas, but they're in that darker season when things are always cloudy, wet, rainy, stormy. Like, I get more depressed instead of more happy because the seasons and holidays I love are here, right? So again, when I'm having a weird mental day, um, art art journaling in a book is very comforting as well. And I do have an art journal from like 7 years ago. I think it's no, maybe it was longer than that. 7 years. It would be 5, 6, or 8, maybe 8 years. That you can see some of my mental health problems in that one for sure, because I was going through some stuff. Why is this glue not coming out the way I want it to? It's having issues. Okay. Okay. So there we go. Okay, we've got our very funky wallpaper on. Alright. I think I want to grab, I want some of these corners to be a little bit more smoky looking, like it's old. I'm going to get out my ink pad and my ink brush. There we go. I like it, I like it. There we go. Gotta get some smokiness in there. We can put some smokiness off to the sides here. So maybe the sisters had a argument on who is going to decorate this house that they're living in. So one sister wants wallpaper and the other sister just wants to paint everything a grayish purple. Yeah. You can make up any kind of story to an art journal page. And maybe they're like, heck, maybe we'll just leave it like this. A little bit of both here, a little bit of that there, you know. Okay, I think I like that. Yeah, see, I'm just making it look grungy. Very old and grungy. Maybe this wall has looked like that for several years. Okay. I think that's good. I think we've grunged it up enough. For some reason, I can't get this ink over here to spread evenly. little bit better, huh? Okay. That's okay, there's gonna be so many things on this page, we won't even notice that spot. Okay, I'm gonna kind of lay out where I want everything now. So this Gothic window is gonna go right over here. So you won't see it until I hold everything up to the camera after I'm done. And I think I wanted this sister right here. Maybe we'll put that there. Where's the other one? Oh, okay. That one's gonna go there. And I wanted the tea pot there, and then I kind of wanted, she seems to be the more fancier version of the Gothic sisters, so I wanted this fancy bookshelf kind of on her side. But then now we need something more on this side. Let's see. Let's go through our little Gothic book here and see what we got. What would this sister want? Potion bottles? Here's a Gothic flamingo. Look at that. I've never seen anything like that. So like a Gothic themed flamingo bird. Let's see. Ooh, let's cut out the raven. Sitting on a skull. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Okay, so there's this. Gotta carefully cut him out. Kind of doing this at an odd angle. How many of you, like, out of those that have cut and collage books, do you cut your stuff out with scissors, or do you put a cutting board behind your picture and then use a X-Acto knife to cut it out? Because I've seen someone else do that, and I'm like, maybe that would be easier. So then I'm not, like, breaking my wrist trying to angle through. You know what I mean? So I might have to try that next. Alright, before we start gluing stuff down, I'm going to fussy cut this guy out. So this might take some time. So how's everybody's weather in your area? Have you seen your trees turn colors yet? Misty says scissors. Yeah, that's what I do. But I've seen some people use the little cutting board and a X-Acto knife, so I might try it and see if that works for me. If it doesn't, then scissors is my jam. You know what I mean? I mean, when you see someone use a new technique, you're gonna try it out, and it may be for you, it may not be for you, right? I've even seen people use those, it's like a X-Acto knife pin with a swivel head on it. I'm like, how do you get a perfect line cut without knowing that that swivel head is going to go the opposite direction and cut into your image? It just seems like a bad idea to me. But people use it and tend to like it, and it works good for them. That I can definitely look at and say, not for me, sorry. Not enough control, you know, for me. It's been in the 80s. Oh, it's still in the 80s? It has been, so daytime, well, for the last 3-4 days, daytime has been in the high 60s, sometimes low 70s. But now that it's been raining, nighttime low's been in the mid 40s. It's getting chilly here. I've had to break out my socks and my sweaters. Because the mid 40s isn't too far off from the low 30s, that's where freezing starts to happen. I like the cooler weather, but I don't like it when it gets to freezing. You know what I mean? Okay. Alright, here is a raven for the side. And even if I glue all these down, I still feel like there's something missing. We need a little bit of lace, and I feel like I want to stamp some stamp on the background here. So let's take these images away. I just wasn't feeling it quite yet. So we need to do a little bit more to the background first. Hold on, I need to dig through my stamps here. I could stamp on some spider web. Ooh, that's cool. I got this stamp set. That'd be cool. Okay, we're gonna take this one away. So I have some potion bottles here too. No, I don't want to put potion bottles in there, but let's see. I'm looking. You can have mushrooms grow in there. Okay, I found what I was looking for. Okay, so we're gonna use a tiny little spider web. We have this one right here. Okay, we're gonna, let's see. Oh, that one might be covered. I don't know why I put that there. Let's put some up here. Okay, that worked. And I gotta do something here. Gotta put it right on the edge. Okay. I wanna squeeze it right in there. Okay, we've got our spider webs in there. Now I want to put some big moss. I've got this stamp set from Park Lane. And I can't remember when I got that. But if anyone's curious, there's the number, product number. Okay. These are going to be some pretty big moths compared to them. Maybe they're pet moths flying around. Should I just put one there? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to put them where I know we would see them, because there's going to be things glued on top here. There we go. Oh, that one didn't stamp very well. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then okay, so, and I grabbed this one out for some reason. Maybe this one is from Globeland. I think I wanted a candle, maybe? Don't even know if this would work. The cabinet's gonna be there. There we go. There's just gonna be candles everywhere. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. What else should we put in there? Should I put some crystals? Or, oh, there's a skull, there's a key, there's diamonds, books. Let's see. Put some more skulls in there. So who's getting ready for spooky season? Do you have any spooky plans? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. Alright, I think we're done with the stamps. Now I wanted to look at the lace. So I've got some stuff here. Uh-oh. It fell off my table yesterday. I have some trims and stuff in here to use up. And it has a little cork in it, but it fell off my table. Now it's too far in there and I can't get it out. Help. Okay, I think okay. I got it. And I did not break it. Okay, so got some stuff in here to use up. Will I go all the way across? Maybe we'll do one trim on one side. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to cut this. That's a perfect size, actually. Okay. We're going to cut it in half. Haha. I mean, this is the whole idea of having fun with making an art journal page. Just let loose and just have fun. Hold on. I just noticed that these stamps, because I stamped over the top of paint, they weren't drying. And I don't want to accidentally smear one of them. So if you just dab it, then it picks up that extra ink. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we're going to glue this down. Alright, so we're going to glue this side down first. I'm going to use some hot glue. To glue that on. Alright, so we're going to put this trim on this side and this darker trim on this side. Because the sister sits on this side is more darker and this sister is less. Does that make sense? I'm dropping stuff. Oh, and I officially broke my 20-year-old glue gun. I broke it yesterday, so I'm gonna have to find my newer one. Leslie from Silverman Creations, she gifted me a glue gun 3 years ago, and I've been using it off and on with my daughter because I like to hang on to things until they're broken. Yeah, see? It won't do anything. So now I have to push on the glue itself. To get any glue to come out. Which is super annoying. Now I've got to find the other glue gun and pull it out. Okay. But I made it last 20 years. I think that's how long it is. I'm pretty proud of it. And technically, it still melts the glue. It just needs a little help pushing it out now. You guys should tell me if you have something that you've been hanging on to for 20 years that it's probably about ready to die or did die, but you're still like hoping that it will hang in there a little bit longer. Okay, so we're going to glue this. Now we're going to go to this other side here. That glued down there, and then I'm going to glue that on top of that one. Whoa. Okay, so I might have squeezed a little too much out. Don't burn me. I said don't burn me. Oh. I have stuff falling on me. Stop that. have glue strings everywhere. Maybe I should leave them. They could be spider webs in our mansion here. Okay, there we go. Alright, now I think we can glue our images on. Let's try this one more time. Alright, so the Gothic window is going to go over here. The book cabinet's going to go over here. Raven painting there. Skeleton painting there. The teapot here. Gothic sister there. Gothic sister there. And then we've got something like a raven there. Alright. It's looking pretty good, but for some reason this area right here is bothering me. Like, it's so blank. Let me know what I should put there. Now I'm going to start gluing stuff on. I just need a pen to unplug my glue gun. Unplug my glue bottle. See, how's everyone doing? Anyone still there? Hello, hello? And if anybody's watching the replay, please give me a purple heart. Let me know you're watching from. Alright, I think that will work for now. And of course I'm going to put some Wicca Stella on here somewhere and some gems. Kind of pull it all together. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Nice. This, I think this Gothic girl, she's got some very pointy shoes on. Very pointy feet. And Misty's got to go. Bye-bye, Misty. Oh, she's probably working. You probably just snuck in, huh? There we go. Alright, and I wanted to, before I glue this side down, I wanted to fix this one. Where's my X-Acto knife here? There's just too much white up here and it just looks funny. Maybe. I think I can get my scissors in there now. There we go. I love the fussy cut. Kind of slows my brain down. It makes me slow down and just take my time doing something. Okay, so got that piece out. Now, I think some of these others need to come out a little bit too. I'm getting really quiet. I'm sorry, guys. When you're really focused on something and trying to be careful, it's like, can't talk, I might get distracted, you know? We can cut a little bit of this off out here. Whoa. That one's not working as much. Time to break out the scissors. Trying my hardest not to ruin it. Okay. Now, let's take a little bit of this off in here. It's okay if there's a little bit of white left over. I just don't want like big spots left. That's why I'm not being too careful. I'm just trying to take off a little bit. I could just use my inking brush too and ink it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's give There we go. That's much better than me. Much better. Okay. Now we can glue this down. right down here. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so let's glue this down first. I think this needs a little bit of inking too. There's still quite a bit of white left on that too, but I'm not gonna go fussy cut that out. Just need to dim down the white some. There we go. There we go. And then I'll just put this right here. Ta-da! Alright, and then I think a little bit of ink on her head there. There's like two little circly horns on her hat there that I wasn't going to fussy cut out either. Okay. Where do we want her? Right here. Okay. So let's go ahead and put some Wicca Stella on, and then some gems. Let's put some on the skeleton here. There's a little skeleton dog at her feet, and then there's a little skeleton bird on top of her hat. When I'm done with it, I'll hold it up to show you guys. And Wicca Stella is just like a really fine glitter pen. So when I'm completely done with it, I'll hold it up to the camera better so you guys can see. Okay. I have these, let's see. Ooh, should we add some purple? That purple might be too bright. I have these ones that I've been using, and I like them quite a bit. Usually when I like something, I hoard it. but I really enjoy these flat. I'll have to see if I can find some more of those somewhere. Alright, so we've got a pink, and I think this is like a plum and a dark, like eggplant color. And I'm just gonna sprinkle, I think I'll put some little pink ones in there. Because these girls, they need a little color, right? We'll put some on her side. Put some on her side. The decision is like, where should I put them? Right. Alright, and then each sister will get some of the plum. And then each sister will get some of the dark. Okay. I have some black ones too. Might squeeze some black ones in here too. And then let's put up here. Alright, let's grab the black ones. See? Almost done. I have some sequins sitting out too. I've been wanting to make some sequin flowers lately, and I have all my sequins out, but I just can't find the motivation to actually start it because I haven't been feeling good. I'll send you a message with your... Okay, thank you. Where do you get those? Awesome. I love them. We've got some black ones here. Let's see down there. So let's get some black ones here. I feel like I keep missing that. Put some right there. What else do you think I should put on here? We've got our like gems, we've got our lace stamping, we've got our paper, we've got our cutouts. maybe that's all the Gothic sisters need. I don't have any really light purple sequins. Yeah, a purple that will match this purple here. How funny would it be if there's just a random bright butterfly flying through them? Well, let's see. Let's pull these out. What did you say? It looks great as it is. Love it. Thank you. See, that would be funny, huh, Misty? Let go. Okay. I'm just trying to clean up a little here. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up here. Let's start from this end and work our way over. Okay. Oh, sorry. Just trying to get a good angle here. So here we go. And we've got the lace at the top there. I'm just slowly moving over. That's cool. I love it. I think that's good for an art page, huh? So we've got, they're both Gothic sisters. Gothic sister number 1, she likes her area just a tad little darker, right? So she's got her skulls and her ravens all black, right? And Gothic sister number 2, she likes all black, but she likes to be a little bit more fancier. She's got some earrings on, her hair all pulled up, and she's got her fancy cabinet, right? And guys, let me see if I can look at her feet. Do you see the little skeleton doggy there? I don't know if it's a dog, because the head of it, the teeth area, feels like it's too long. So I feel like, is that a dog or a different animal? Skeleton. But look at the top of her hat too. She's got a little skeleton bird there too. Right in the middle. Misty's like, OMG, the skeleton dog is so cute. Isn't he? Just adorable. I wish I had a red glitter pin so I could just put just a little dot of red in his eyes, like they're glowing. Magically, he's still alive. Right, I know I'm not feeling good today, but I was able to get through that whole page without my stomach cramping on me, or without me feeling like I needed to go to the bathroom. I'm doing good. I mean, it has been a day and a half, almost 2 days, since I've been sick. So hopefully I'm over the hump of it and I'm starting to feel better, right? I'm hoping. I'm hoping that's what it is. Alrighty. That's good. Oh, Misty, did you see the little updated that I posted today for the October challenge update? I posted it right before I got on this live stream. It's just a little update. I'll start doing those October challenge updates on Saturdays, if I remember. No, I did not. Okay. Alrighty, that's all I got for you today. For everyone that tuned in to see what I was doing and kept me company, thank you so much. That means the bottom of my heart, and it means I haven't been feeling good today, physically and mentally, and that's why when I do these things, when I'm not feeling good, I love to art journal for some reason. I just really enjoy it. It's relaxing to me. And so, if you came to keep me company and support me, thank you so much. That means the bottom of my heart. I really, really, really needed that. You know what I mean? But I'm going to let you go now, so you have a magical, spooky October day.